Say, hello, this is Lindsay from Super Sacred Powers Coaching, and I am here with your weekly tarot reading and oracle card reading. And today I have a little bit of a sneak peek into the Goddess card of the week. And this is going to be one of those short and simple videos because there can be a lot to say, but I'm not going to chew your ear off for a whole hour on it. Because there are some beautiful things coming and you need to experience them, not just listen to me rattle on about them. So take those 40 minutes that I would have talked to you and go do something beautiful with it. But the energy this week is like just a fresh of breath air. And happy super new moon, everybody. Just gorgeous energy coming in as we come to at least one of the climaxes during this release period as we're building up toward the Samhain and the Beltane, not the Samhain. Whoo, words and me today. As we're building up toward the Beltane or May Day climax of all those energies coming through because the veil is thinning a little bit in the spring now. Or I guess if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's fall, and that makes complete sense. But up here we usually normally only talk about the veil thinning around Samhain. Different energy, different type of veil thinning. I will say that. But this is the week to experience it. To really come into this idea that we don't need to be and to do and to strive always. And I really think the cards are just really there to support us. And no matter how many times I shuffled, if a card repeats, it's always a message. A very strong message, and there's usually no getting around it. We drew this last week. Encouragement from the Enchanted Map deck. We're drawing it again. Those are those signs of life that I was talking about last week. Remember the birth of the baby giraffe? I said, look for signs of life. Look for where hope can seed itself. We're still talking about that, but we're talking about it in a completely different way this week because we're finally going to get a little bit of that emotional release that I think we've all been seeking. And this is let the emotions flow from the Messenger Oracle card deck. Now, I love this card. I'll see if I can get it to focus. She looks a little bit dour, but she's not. Not really. I can't get it to... So she's letting the words come forth. She's letting the wisdom spill out. And her third eye is open. She is not just releasing any old emotion or pressure or tension. She's letting go of the wisdom that is seated in her soul, that is coming through her. And that could be emotions, because emotions really are guidance from soul, but how we can come back, how we can experience our wholeness and our oneness more deeply. So we might have to trudge a little bit through the uncomfortable feelings, the feelings of a little bit of lack, a little bit of unworth, but as we let go and as we feel into those, there's going to be something even more beautiful coming through. So go with the flow of those emotions this week. And things will begin to lighten up a little this week as we have the Four of Wands. And this deck, I don't know what this deck is. I will say this every week. But I found it at Barnes & Noble's in one of the little boxes. And it was an awesome, awesome deck. But the Four of Wands really speaks to finally coming back around to where I think we might have wanted to be at the beginning of this month. But then Mercury retrograde happened, then Saturn went retrograde, Venus went direct again, and we had all these like little life lessons as our season really began to warm up, here in the northern hemisphere at least, as we begin to warm up and our activity begins to warm up when we do that. You want to get out, you want to go see, you want to go do, because we've been cooped up for a very long time, and at least on the eastern coast of America here, that blizzard that hit yeah, about a month ago. I'm looking at the date here. That really like sacked us in even further. It delayed all those feelings of growth and wanting to wake up again. And finally, I think we're getting around to those energies, especially as this last week of April, and we're coming into Beltane next week. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful week. And here is a sneak peek of the Goddess Energy card of the week. We have Mother Mary and Expect Miracles. And this is from the Doreen Virtue Goddess Guidance deck. Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. Oh, I almost got it right this week. The message on her card is, have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. It's a beautiful message. Now, I can't say I was always a Doreen Virtue person. I'm really not, but I do love this deck. But Mother Mary has a very, very different significance to me. She's almost like Sophia. Wisdom, just divine wisdom, part of the Trinity in a sense. And this week, I just feel like, I think Paul McCartney had it right. Just let it be, loves. Speaking words of wisdom. Just like that card said. Nope, not that card. Just like that card. Let it flow. Let the emotions flow. Let it be. Sometimes there is really nothing for us to heal. Nothing for us to fix. Sometimes it's just being present with who we are and where we are. And letting love flow through that. Letting the greater wisdom just flow through. Because we can't fix other people. We can't necessarily fix the world in the very direct way that we would like to. Sometimes it's just being there to witness the healing that is happening for somebody else. Sometimes it's just holding our light so that somebody else can see that there's another way. But just let it be. See you next week.